All right.
Hello.
How's everyone doing? I'm Kirby703.
I'm Prigtopia.
And I'm running Tetris Effect today. So we're running Journey Mode on Expert difficulty.
This is one of the prettiest games I own and I play.
It's we could view the tutorial. I'm unfamiliar with how to play Tetris.
So like it's really pretty, but I don't know how to play it at all.
Or something.
Yeah,
don't hit the top. I don't know. But yeah.
Oh no, you just hit expert.
Oh no. All right. So time starts when I select this level. So if we're all ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we start with the deep, with one of the best opening soundtracks ever.
I didn't set my previews.
Yeah.
That's okay. We don't need previews, right?
You want to zoom the game in too?
I could. I'll figure it out.
Cool.
Ooh.
Now Kirby is a lot better at this game than I am, and she's like, oh, I see you play Sprint all the time, and it's just it's a phenomenal experience. But yes, this is Tetris Effect. It's your standard modern guideline Tetris, and by that I mean guideline Tetris is a set of rules that all new Tetris games since about what is it, like 2011?
Even earlier.
Oh yeah, but since the since the Tetris company started licensing Tetris games again. And it involves things like how the pieces rotate, the speed that pieces fall. But Tetris Effect does have an extra zone mechanic that you can see in the lower left. There's a meter charging up as we clear lines. Nice T-spin.
Thank you.
But that's slow, so we're not going to see it in the speedrun. Until the very, we won't even see it at the end, unfortunately.
We'll see.
Because it's first clear.
Once the very, very end.
No, that only happens after full clear.
After
first clear.
Aren't we? Oh, we're not going to see that?
No.
Because...
Maybe we should just force it.
Oh, yeah, I could.
I'll try to remember.
So this speedrun's going to have a little bit more menuing time. So normally I'm running from a save file with, all the levels done, like at least once.
But now we can see like the manta rays and stuff.
Huh. So I'm going to have to think about this for strategy, actually. Because
live routing.
Right? Live routing's my favorite kind of routing. I did it with Spelunky. I'll do it with Tetris Effect. Just watch me.
Kirby is amazing.
Okay. I'll take the compliment. So what it's going to do at the end of each section of the game, they're kind of split up into worlds, but not really, is it's going to end up clearing the entirety of our board. So let's see. This is the second of 3 levels in the first world.
The first area, yeah.
Yeah, we've got, what is it? Is it 25 levels? Each with their own.
Yeah, each with their own. Yeah, each with their own theme and music and all that. But you're in expert mode. You're always going for 48 lines of clear to finish the stage. We are doing a first clear of it. So like Kirby was saying, each time we clear an area, the entire board will be clean, which will only happen the first time you play the game.
Yeah. So it'll be a little bit slower than it otherwise would be because of just not having the save set up. I didn't even think about that.
Neither did I.
I mean, when's the last time I ran the game for the first time? Like...
since its release, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, if you want to get a copy of this game, it's super pretty and shiny. I highly recommend it because I like super pretty and shiny things. But if you want to grab it, it is on the Epic Games Store. It does go on sale from time to time.
All right. Well, that's the Underworld 1. We're roughly a seventh of the way through the game. So
You got a B.
I got a B. Yeah.
It
So
does bear to mention that it does base the grades off of score, and to get score you need zone, but zone is slow.
yeah,
Well, you can get better grade, and
you can.
but the time bonus is very small in this game.
It's all these unlocking animations. It's telling me about my music options. Bizarre.
But we get to see the image of Laniakea, the galaxy supercluster that we live in.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Tetris facts, huh? Galaxy facts?
Astrophysics facts, I guess.
It's your favorite level.
It is Dukada. As a runner of this game and a runner of this level in particular, I do want to tell you to Dukada responsibly. Know your limit and play within it. You don't want to over Dukada.
We're gonna do funky things here, cause oops,
Yep, we're going on an adventure.
we're gonna misdrop. That's the strategy. You try to put the blocks in one spot, but sometimes they don't end up there.
Right. Adventure time. Oop.
Oops. What can I blame for misdrop?
You can blame me.
Oh yeah, how dare you? You are the source of these misdrops.
Yep, I'm sorry. I've been saving them up for exactly for this occasion because you got this game in and I didn't. This is revenge.
Evil, evil. And then I've invited you onto the couch.
Yes.
So if you see my commentators sneaking up behind me with like some weapon or something, just I don't know. Mention it in chat or something. You know, be like, hey, you're being murdered. Don't let that happen.
I got my honor.
Oh, good. So let's see. I mean, there's not much to explain with each level. There's
This one makes my eyes go weird.
it's pretty funky.
Yeah. The moving gears and really pretty shiny and swirling things. The distracting background is, if I recall correctly, like sort of a traditional thing from the Sega Tetris era. Because it was in TGM and a couple of other Tetris games, the background would shift and change and try and distract you as you got further into the game. If the increasing speed wasn't the thing. I guess I should talk about drop speed as it varies
drop
throughout.
speed's gonna be the main thing. It's,
The main
it's how
difficulty.
Tetris Effect thinks games get more difficult. And
Yeah.
it's accurate.
I would say animation clear speed is the thing that messes me up the
Line
most.
cleared away. It's evil.
Yeah, it's true.
What's messing with me right now is the pieces are all uncolored. I'm not used to that. I actually have to look up at their shapes. But I do want to show off all the pretty pieces because every level's got their own.
Yeah, Kirby plays with traditional colors, and I usually play because I'm a lowly 7th place in this game. I play with the pretty shiny things. But the colors definitely help because, especially in a run like this where the look of the pieces is always changing. But down to speed level. Right now you can see just above the line count on the left-hand side, right above that lovely sparkly max zone gauge, is the speed level. And it is currently at 6. Now, I'm not brushed up on my guideline terminology, but does that mean it's...
Oh man, how does speed actually? Well, it's 10 now.
It's 10 now, yes.
So
each level it will raise and lower. And this game, especially on expert mode, really likes to start you out slow, then go really, really fast, and then go slow again, and then fast again. And when you get further into the stages, those it tries to make it difficult by sort of jerking you around, especially when you're getting really, really fast into the high 18s and 20s. and you're sort of shifting back and forth between two distinct methods of stack. Well, Kirby maybe not, but for me, I have to sort of change my strategy of stacking at different speed levels. And when the game's sort of moving back and forth between those two, it can start to be a little bit disconcerting. I remember my first run through expert mode. I got stuck on the level.
So this is, I guess, the fastest that the game's gone thus far.
Yep. It's 12 now. I believe on expert mode this goes up to 18.
Expert, I think near the end there's some 20s.
I'm usually not looking at the meter, I guess.
I mean, it's hard to look at the speed meter when the blocks are busy, falling that fast.
True. Blocks are falling.
Pretty fast, too.
Mm-hmm.
Must be one of those speedrun things. You get the blocks to fall faster.
Yeah, right.
Though the lower difficulties do actually have fewer lines to clear to complete a level.
Right. So it's 36 in normal, and I want to say 28 in beginner.
30 in beginner. Only one that's not a multiple of 4.
Right.
You can fully charge your zone in beginner in 28 lines, though. So you can get a full zone meter every level, and that lets you score many points. But the issue with zone is it doesn't save time. So
no. Yes, so you don't get to see it.
Yeah.
Usually on my stream, I have a 1-bit. I have a 1-bit trigger the zone meter when I'm not speedrunning, because otherwise I just don't remember.
Oh.
If I'm just doing a chill run, I'm just like, oh yeah, zone's a thing.
Yeah. See, I forgot board clears were a thing again.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah. It's okay. On-the-fly routing is, fun.
But yeah, normally it would help a little bit to keep your board state, because you could set up Tetrises in advance.
I did do that on purpose. I'll admit it.
Okay, yeah. Nice full clear. There you go. Have a compliment.
I mean, you've got to just play around a little.
A little bit, yeah.
Just a little, though.
I mean, we're showing off Tetris at a marathon.
So, you asked earlier, how does speed actually...
I forgot to talk about moon camels.
Moon camels.
We're on the moon now. We were in the desert with camels. Now we're with moon camels.
Okay.
They're very important to our economy, don't you know?
I don't know all that much about Tetris Effect lore. I must have skipped past that. Maybe it was in that tutorial I haven't watched yet. I remember one thing from the tutorial. If the blocks stack up to the top of the playfield, it's game over. So
yeah.
We're not letting that happen.
That's an important one.
It is. It's
not as important as Duke It responsibly.
Duke It responsibly.
Yeah.
That does sound pretty important now that you mention it.
Maybe we could cut for some donations during this stage, because it's a super chill particle dolphin stage.
I do like the dolphin.
Yeah.
Particle dolphins. I love it. It's so soothing. We have a lot of them, actually. We have $5 from Stricky CZ. There's no comment there. We don't need comments here. We're fine. Kirby703 sends in $100 and says, teaspins.
Teaspin.
And Martine sends in $10. This is Tetris Effect is such a beautiful game, and the Malala Fund is a great sound. Keep up the great work.
Nice out there.
And Gelidot sends in $10 and says, did someone say Tetris? Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Tetris? What? Where?
I think it's over there. Looks like it anyway.
I couldn't actually see where you were pointing. It's the issue with you being behind me. Well, Kibby wanted T-spins, so...
Good job. Yeah, T-spins are a lot more common in stuff like Tetris 99, another relatively recently released Tetris game, because they're much more useful in versus Tetris.
Huh. But we do some T-spins.
We do some T-spins for swag.
I mean, it costs time if the gravity's not high enough, because you have to drop the pieces.
Yeah, you have to, because there's the difference between hard drop and soft drop. You'll see the you'll see Kirby almost every time that Kirby drops a piece, there'll be this like spotlight on the piece, and and the piece will jump towards where it was about to be. And that's a hard drop, and soft drop is where you just sort of like speed it up a little bit past where the speed is already.
Good call on explaining that. If you want to play like the pros, you do have to know the difference between hard drop and soft drop.
Mm-hmm.
And
you also have to know how to find hard drop.
How to find hard drop?
On Twitch.
On Twitch. Tetris Community Hard Drop, led by a person sometimes known as Hard Drop.
Indeed.
It's a good community. You should check it out. Everyone who likes Tetris should check it out.
It's super chill. Except when it isn't. It's usually chill.
It's pretty chill. So, are these camels? Discuss.
No, these ones are horses.
Okay. They do make horse sound.
They do.
I'll admit that. But what if they're
But it
also
could be a
camels?
fake out. It could be a double bluff.
They could be camels in disguise. We haven't really considered this.
Well, the moon camels really do. They are a big part of our economy. So, I mean, like, they could...
Oops. We're really just T-spinning, yeah.
Yeah. T-spins are an extremely useful tool in cleaning up stack in certain situations.
They're flat.
I'm awful at them. When I'm playing versus Tetris, I'll have about, an hour where I'm desperately trying to get my brain back into the mode where I see them all the time, like versus Tetris players always see.
Yeah.
It's a different brain state. And then I'll play Tetris Effect and Guideline Tetris really, really bad for the next week.
Yep.
Because T-spins are greed.
T-spins? Yeah, I can agree with that assessment. So I can't remember if that was the end.
It is the end of that area.
Okay.
This would be a great time to say that Anonymous sent in $2 and said 30K hype. And indeed, we have hit 30,000.
Hey!
Hitting the Malala Fund.
Go Malala.
That's amazing. That makes me super happy.
So we're at 30K.
Mm-hmm.
What does getting more money, other than, getting to donate more?
Do we have
What
do we
does
have
that get us?
incentives coming up?
We do. In fact, if we hit $33,000, we get to see Pokemon Snap, which is a delightful game to watch.
Oh, yeah.
If no one's ever seen it in a speedrun before, it is great. And we also have a ton of incentives, including some for We Love Katamari and Undertale. I would highly suggest Hugging the Goat. I put my own money towards that.
Yeah.
And be mesmerized by Tetris.
It's a pretty game.
This game is super mesmerizing. The only reason I can talk during it is just because I've played it so much. I routinely have people who come to my stream for the first time just fall asleep, and I'll stream all night, and then they'll wake up and be like, huh? What? Oh, it was so soothing.
I don't blame him.
Sometimes when I have a friend who's having a bad day and they're like remote somewhere else in the world, I'll be like, yeah, just tune into stream. I'm going to play Tetris Effect for you. It's a good night.
One of these days, we'll actually fix up that stack. I tried to do a little L-spin earlier, but...
It's hard on a different setup.
Yeah, it's not, my keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
My keyboard is the best keyboard simply by virtue of it being my own, not because it's actually
valid.
anything special.
Don't you have a membrane keyboard?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just...
I just never heard it on stream before.
I don't think it's mechanical. Like, it's not like a proper mechanical keyboard. It says like Dell or Microsoft or something on it. It's just a very nondescript keyboard.
Yeah.
But I've had it for a while, and it works for me.
Oh, yeah. I should show you the. So one of the great things, I started out playing this game and speedrunning it on PS4, and in fact, Kirby, only just when we found the games list for the marathon, I was just like, oh yeah, I was gonna play it, but I was gonna play it on PC, and then Kirby proceeded to get a friend's account, try it out, and immediately like wipe the leaderboard. Just because PC is, I guess, frame rate or input lag or something.
Getting to use the keyboard.
Yeah, right, because of all the amazing Tetris you play on keyboard, which is your sprints on some of those games you play.
Yo, yes, sprinting is amazing.
So, can you describe a sprint?
Yeah, so it's a simple game mode. It's complete 40 lines as fast as possible. That's it. There's no additional stipulations or anything. And traditionally, it's a game mode with like 0 gravity or very little gravity, so you don't have pieces hitting the board before you're ready.
Yeah, so you can slow down and think, but that's not quite the point. What? Oh yeah, this level on experts particularly speeds up and slows down in a quite mean fashion. There we go. What's your record for sprint now?
I have a 25.439.
I would.
That's
yeah. Is it highlighted?
It's on my YouTube channel, so
definitely check it out.
Track me down on YouTube, you can see it. As far as Tetris Effect goes, like it's got different timings, it's got line core delay.
Tetris Effect, by the way, journey mode. This is journey mode, and there's a whole suite of other effect modes. Some of which, my favorite being master mode. But yeah, it does have sprint and marathon and just some other chill playlist modes where it's actually impossible to game over.
Yeah. But as far as Tetris Effect goes, I don't remember what my PB is. It's not as fast for sure because there's a bunch of additional delays. I want to say it's a 40-something, but I couldn't tell you what the something is.
I always get in trouble on this level because there are holes in the pieces mess with my head.
Oh. See, now I'm noticing them. I think it's sabotage right here. Maybe it was you causing the misdrops.
I neither confirm nor deny the source of misdrops. Actually, no, I already confirmed that I'm the source of misdrops. What am I saying?
You've since, like,
it was a test.
Signed an NDA or something, and now you can neither confirm nor deny it.
It was off screen while I was saying yay for 30K.
Oh, that's clever. I didn't even notice that. So we've got the fireworks level. I'm used to it lagging on PS4 because there's a bunch of particles in this level.
Oh, important to also mention, this game also has a VR mode, and it is sweet. Both on PS4 and PC.
Yep.
You essentially get to swim in the particles. It's very nice. Celebration. Do we have some more donations?
Probably.
Anonymous sends in $10. We very much appreciate it. And Anonymous sends Anonymous 70, by the way, sends in $25 and says, "You Tetris speedrunners are freaking awesome. Thanks for the content." Smiley face.
Premium content?
Premium content?
Premium content.
I mean, you don't have to pay, but you can give money to charity.
Yeah.
And help unlock cool incentives on your favorite speedrunning channel, Games Done Quick.
Remember that subscriptions and Prime subscriptions also go to the charity.
true, I think.
T-shirt purchases from the Yeti.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I should
yes,
get a
those shirts
t-shirt.
are really good. Have you seen the flowy one?
I have not yet. I haven't looked at them yet.
And this is the level that I like to call Yoga Studio, for obvious reasons. There you go. That would be a really sick yoga studio, I think. So one thing I've noticed with these themed pieces is that if they, you can see that as you rotate the pieces, they, well, in this case, the orientation of the chevrons change, but but every time you do a line clear, the pieces will all become regularized again, which is kind of interesting.
Every time I do a line clear, I thought it would be every time I placed them.
So in this level it is, but in other levels where that where that happens, like
the balloons level.
Yeah, the balloons level.
I'm blanking on the level names, but
Look, it's too
never
chill
have
to
to
worry
select
about that kind of thing.
yeah, Tetris Effect's incredibly
Tetris Effect-
relaxing.
Yeah, Tetris Effect. I don't. If Tetris Effect was a person, I think it would say something like, "Nah, it's cool. You just chill." I'm getting mesmerized. Oop.
The blocks stack up to the top of the playfield. It's game over. And if you block row 20, column 5, sometimes, like most of the time, then that's no good.
Yep.
I'll kill you for that. I can't tell what these pieces are. What are they shaped like? Let me
Blocks of snow.
let me process this shape instead of looking at colors while I'm trying to drop them.
They're just so pretty.
Yeah, the blocks are pretty, but I have other things to be looking at right now, or
You got things to do. This level, the drop sound effects, which if viewers haven't noticed, the entire game soundtrack is programmatically generated on the fly and syncs with your rotations and piece drops. So you're basically like making music at the same time as playing the game. This game was produced by the creator of such other awesome music interactive sound games as like Rez and Every Extend Extra Extreme. Very, very similar vibe of like just getting entranced and super relaxing musical experiences.
I think Enhance is the people who made this.
Yeah, Enhance.
They also made, I want to say, Luminez and Res Infinite.
Yeah, Luminez and Res Infinite.
I've got my facts right.
Res Infinite was a very good remake.
All right, so our stack's a little bit cleaned out, maybe.
Well, yeah, that's good.
I don't know what shape anything is, but I'll put them down anyways, and if they don't work, I'll deal with it later.
I think it looks like an ice cream cone right now. Upside down.
I'm trying to picture an upside down ice cream cone while looking at this. It's...
Pay no attention to me.
Oh, man. There's no commentary here. There is only ice cream cone images.
Oh, no.
You've been replaced with the bot that just generates images of ice cream cones.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That was a funky little L spin, but it got us through the level.
Yep. Now, this level in particular, I want to talk about what it does to my brain. Because for some reason, it's shiny. And so my brain interprets that as slippery. And so I like my piece move, like horizontal, gets a little messed up on this level.
This is the ice level?
That's what I think. Fire and ice.
Yeah, it's got a few things, but the blocks are definitely icy.
But they're like glossy because they're also melting at the same time.
So
There we go.
to my knowledge, all of these icy blocks don't actually affect anything.
No, they do not.
But if they did, I'm pretty sure it would like really mess with me. Cause like, what if they just changed the timings on
That's what I'm
Like
convinced that that's what it is. Like very, very slightly.
in such a way that you can't notice?
Yep. But when you do notice it, you're like, is that there?
Is it there?
Can't be.
I'll confirm all of this, by the way. Everything you just said is true. It's actually in the game too.
Oh.
It's a conspiracy, by the way. We've all been waiting on when to tell you.
Well, that does give me peace of mind at least.
Oh, good. But yeah,
Okay, so this is one of my favorite levels that pays homage to a Middle Eastern snack. It's a it's baklava. This level makes me hungry.
I was wondering if this was like more galaxy facts or something.
Well, I mean, baklava is the greatest snack in the galaxy.
I haven't tried every snack in the galaxy. Are we sure about this?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, glad to know someone that has got things more figured out than me.
You'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean in about
About
now.
lines?
Wadi. Baklava. Wadi. I know that's not what they're saying, but that's what I thought the first time I played this game, and so now it's canon.
I don't actually know what's going on in this level, come to think of it.
It's Tiki Soul or something, or Hula Soul.
That is
the name of the
definitely
level.
the name of the level. That's the name of the Tetris Effect level, and it's probably this one.
It's probably in Hawaiian, but I haven't asked someone.
Yeah.
I should.
There could be more Tetris Effect lore that the speedrunner you're seeing right now doesn't even know.
I'm hungry now.
You're hungry? Would you like baklava? I don't
Yeah.
have any on me, so
Okay.
if this sounds like an offer, my apologies.
Well, this next level is... it's telling us to be quiet.
Hush.
It's very rude. It's very rude to shush people. Game. I hope you're proud of yourself. This set of levels in expert mode was actually my stumbling block. I hadn't played Tetris in years before I picked this up, and this was the part that really stopped me. I got through normal mode with like 2 top outs, but this I got stuck on for about a week.
Huh. I mean, it's a pretty difficult level as far as like
Well,
all the expert difficulty gravity shenanigans.
Yeah. Where it's just going completely haywire. It like starts you out pretty slow, then it goes to it starts you out pretty slow, goes a little bit faster, and then it goes directly to 18. And it's weird. This level in particular, it looks like when it's going fast, it looks like the preview, like the preview starts looking like the next piece, or the next piece starts looking like the preview we're just staring at. But yeah, that's the level that really messed me up. And then the next one was space. But we're not quite there yet. Now we're gonna get some very bad advice from the game, and it's gonna tell us all sorts of things. But what I want to tell you is keep your hands and feet inside the stream at all times, because they're gonna tell you we're embarking on some kind of ride. That they're gonna tell you who you are, who we are. Don't believe them. It's fine. Keep just. We're gonna move on. There we go.
I'm pretty sure my hands are not inside this stream. I don't think I'm quite in frame that much.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
we'll give you a pass because you're playing the game, but my hands are right here.
okay. Keep your hands where stream can see them.
Now, now they're going to tell us another piece of very, very bad advice. If Kirby isn't so awesome that we're not going to hear it.
I'll try to stack up then. Well, not that badly.
No, she's going to... Oh, yes, so... she's going to tell us about touching the sky, which in a game of Tetris is probably the worst plan ever. No, she's just going to say nothing can stop us now. There we go.
Yeah, don't touch the sky.
Don't touch the sky.
That's not how you win at Tetris, I promise. I had to keep stacking up for that one. Oof. But we're out of that level now.
Yep.
I can come back down from my attempt at touching the sky.
Thank you for indulging my meme.
Oh, anytime. I'm glad you called it out because that's, to me, one of the funniest lyrics in Tetris Effect.
And again, all the music is great.
It really is.
Kudos to the production team.
You can hear a fair bit of it now, but if you spend longer in the levels,
oh yeah,
there's more.
Or the playlist. This game even has an auto play mode. So even if you don't want to play Tetris, you can just stick it on the background as a digital picture frame or screensaver, and I can guarantee you it will play itself, and it's wonderful. From here on, the game just gives us very uplifting messages. I sort of love the message of this game, which is sort of, we start out in the deep and it's saying like, I'm yours forever. Like there's no end in sight for us. And like, it's just, Tetris will always be there. And, you know, hold on to the kindness and warmth that it makes you feel throughout the years. At least that's the message I take.
I must have missed that. Is there like a Spark Notes of Tetris Effect that I should have looked over?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm expecting your book report by the end of the week.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Your game report. So this is space. We're about to enter space. I hope you brought a spacesuit. This is mine. I think Kirby's is her hair.
Sure.
But I don't have any. I don't have any spares for you, chat. I hope you'll be okay. Well, we're gonna get through here quick before chat suffocates.
Oh, great. There's a time pressure. Is this one of those escort missions?
Exactly.
Oh, no. Chat, I implore you, don't be like anyone else I've ever had to escort. God.
Hey, I'm just going to get caught on this geometry for a while.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'll catch up. I promise. Let me just get stabbed real quick. Oh man, escort missions. Those are always fun.
Now this is my favorite level. Are we late? No.
Oh, we're at the wrong time of day.
We're at the wrong time of day. So this is the one level. Is it? It's only this level that has time-based music,
only
right?
This one.
Yeah. So there's the best song in the game, which is fact, not just my opinion. The best song in the game plays when you play this late at night, and I'm actually not sure what exactly the time cutoff is, but this is the second last level. So, yeah. Is there anything you wanted to say about the gameplay before we enter the final stretch?
There's not much to say.
It's Tetris.
It's Tetris.
It looks like Tetris.
Everyone here probably knows how Tetris works, or at least has like a decent idea. If you've watched this, you know, through until now, you've probably got a pretty good idea.
Especially how to play really, really darn well.
Maybe. Oh, it's speed level 20. It does go that high.
So this is the highest that the game will reach outside of master mode and the effect modes.
Yep. So the blocks just spawn and they're already touching the stack.
And you have a delay before they lock in place, which can be extended slightly by rotating.
In guideline Tetris, it can be extended quite a bit by rotating.
Yep.
You have 15 movements. And then...
Oh, is it 15? I hadn't even noticed.
15. It's exactly 15. I got a C this time, so Apparently, I wasn't scoring high enough. Maybe I should use that zone mechanic.
Oh, yeah.
Unique to Tetris Effect.
The thing that they had to basically negotiate with the Tetris company for a long time before they could make this game.
It's not in the Tetris guideline, you see.
Yeah.
You can't just use the zone like that.
Yeah, not in the main game anyway.
Should I just use it?
We don't have a meter yet.
Well,
I'll let you know when you're at max.
okay.
Because you're probably I never watch it, so.
It's gonna be at. I didn't study for this test. Let's see. I've got tetraminos to place while I'm figuring out math. I want to say it'll be at 36 lines cleared.
Actually, it's not filling at all. Do we not get zone on this level? Oh, no, there we go. Okay.
It might be at 40. I could be wrong sometimes.
Sometimes.
Allegedly.
Who? Who would dare insinuate this?
I don't know. I'm certain that I've never been wrong about anything ever.
Just alleged to be wrong.
Right.
Okay. Now
Okay.
do we have that fact
It's
straight?
definitely 40.
Yeah, it's 40. Kirby plays a lot of other really awesome versions of Tetris, and that's what I know her from, and Spelunky. I'm entranced. Anyway, you're at max.
It's pretty.
So do you want to?
Maybe at the end of the run?
Okay. You're one of those good Tetris speedrunners who actually keeps an eye on their lines and doesn't level stop.
Sometimes. I haven't been doing that as well as I could have this run for sure. I'm too busy glancing at the queue because normally I've got like my peripheral vision on the queue. But
Yeah. It's a new
they're
setup.
all shapes instead of colors.
Oh yeah.
I should have practiced that, but I think I've done well enough.
Oh yeah.
You know, a little bit good at Tetris.
Little bit, just a little bit.
I think one might even call me very good at Tetris.
I am one, and I do say that. Yeah.
Okay.
You are good at Tetris. Very good at Tetris. Tomorrow, everything you want is waiting for you.
I don't know the lyrics.
Take it in, the lights around us. That love is all.
I missed.
We missed
counting
it.
down, so that's time.
Time.
Oh man.
Now,
So-
the ending credits are very beautiful, but we are a little overestimated.
Yeah, we are.
Wrap it up.
So yeah, let's see. I'm Kirby703. That's
I'm Prigtopia.
Prigtopia. Shout out to all the Tetris communities. There's
Yeah.
a lot of versions. We mentioned Hard Drop, but there's Classic Tetris Monthly if you're into the NES version. And I run Tetris Effects. You'll have to find the zone mechanic later online somewhere. Pick up the game yourself.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I think that's all for us. The credits are pretty. You'll have to watch them some other time.
Yeah.
So,
Grab the game.
bye-bye.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Oh, that was lovely. Thank you so much, Kirby703. And just amazing, amazing run, amazing commentary. And of course, we do have a couple donations that came in during that run because how could you not? Hard Drop sent in $25 and says, Kirby, you're awesome. I'm loving the fast Tetris and commentary. Kirbtris hype. I agree, Hard Drop. So much so, I put in $50 and I said, today I learned about moon camels and galaxy lore and not to touch the sky in Tetris. Don't do it. Yes, I read my own comment. I did it so that I would remember what to say because I was so excited during that whole thing. Oh, God, the commentary was so funny. I was laughing the whole time. And you don't expect to be laughing during a Tetris stream, but here I am doing that. Eigenbasis sent in $5, says, stay frosty, get clever. Wonderful, wonderful. So, where are all these donations going to? You might ask. And I have an answer. Malala Fund. Malala Fund is working on a world where every girl can learn and lead. With more than 130 million girls out of school today, they're breaking down barriers that hold girls back through investing in local education activists, advocating to hold leaders accountable, and amplifying girls' voices. So that is exactly what we are doing this whole time. This is Frost Fatales, an all-women speed running event, brought to you by Games Done Quick, of course. Seeing some Buck Bumble hype in the chat. I don't know what I'm getting into with this. So clearly, I should be sticking around and watching this, as should you, the viewer. You know, I've been looking up some donation incentives in case you wanted to throw a couple bucks to us and Malala Fund. We can roll up the king and We Love Katamari. That's a pretty cool one. Roll up that king. You can choose file names and things like Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. A lot of nicknames in Legend of Legaia. If you really, really want to have a fancy Wednesday, Untitled Goose Game, you can remain a pretty goose. It means I have a little ribbon around your neck. Run around being a pretty goose. Who doesn't want that? Of course, my favorite, of which I have personally donated to, is Undertale, Hug the Goat. Of course, of course. From incentives, we also have a milestone that we are working towards. If you want to see Pokemon Snap, which yes, I do, we have to hit 33,000. We are now at $30,115. I think that we can make it to 33.
This is just a
especially on behalf of Pokemon
Did you
Snap.
change the audio settings for Zoom to be the same as Discord? Sorry.
All right, I think we're going to throw it over to an interview. So if you'd like to learn more about the Malala Fund, check this out.
Hello, how's everybody doing? I am Kungfufruitcup. I am here with Carine Umuhumuza, who is the communications manager with Malala Fund. Carine, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having us. We're so excited to be part of this.
Yeah, of course. It's been amazing so far. We're really, really happy to have hit an awesome $30,000 for Malala Fund already, which is great. So everybody keep that up. Now, because I'm always curious with roles like this, especially when it comes to charity, can you tell me what got you into the charity? Like, why Malala Fund?
Yeah, so when growing up, I was like a super nerd at the library. I used to read a ton of books and write. So like I knew that I'd always do something with reading and writing. But actually, it wasn't until I moved to DC where I was kind of looking and seeing all the mission-driven work that was around DC. And I'm originally from Rwanda, so I really wanted to be plugged into something that had like tied to a bigger cause. So I was really drawn to the Malala Fund because Malala obviously is such an inspiration, and she's working on girls' education and she's fighting for girls' rights and really to give girls the ability and the chance to like live to their full potential.
That's awesome. So I know that when it comes to like working with all the girls, like you work with some of the champions. Now we've seen
Yes,
a little bit, yeah, we've seen a little bit about them this week through videos and things. But I want to hear from your words, especially with your experience, more about how you work with them and what that entails.
yeah, absolutely. So I started in this new role last summer, and I'm just really excited to be working with champions because champions are the advocates and the activists that the Malala Fund invests in, and they're doing incredible work. So we have our champions are everyone from teachers to entrepreneurs, from data experts to tech experts, and the work that they're doing is really awesome. So one of the champions, his name is Haroon, and he's based in Pakistan, and he created a digital platform that basically has converted the Pakistani curriculum into digital stories. So these stories are now accessible to girls who are living in like rural communities, and they've also seen like use cases in hospitals, which is really profound. So girls who are not able to go to school because of illness are able to still kind of keep up with their lessons and keep up with their education.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really great.
Yeah,
And just kind of like seeing that kind of help move around, which is amazing. Um,
yeah.
but I kind of heard you mention that there's some men who help with this, which is interesting because I know this is like a woman focused fund and charity. And I'm just wondering kind of how that balance works. And I mean, honestly, I think it's really great that there are men who want to help with the, um, with the experiences like and opportunities to like help women. But just, I don't know. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, so I think girls' education and the work that we're doing is really something that we can't do alone as women and can't do alone as girls. I think it's something, if you're seeing how change is made, it's like you need the entire community to really be bought in to drive that change. In a lot of the countries we work in too, they're really male dominated societies. So I think our champions range from men and women because we see kind of the power we have when those people kind of work together to challenge those norms. So actually, like one of the champions in Nigeria, his name is Rotimi, and he started girls' clubs in public schools. And these clubs are spaces for girls who particularly don't really have a lot of agency in Nigerian culture and society, to have these spaces to talk about the things that they care about, and also to learn how to like speak up for themselves and to advocate for girls' education. So I think like to do this work, it's really challenging work, and the numbers that we're facing for 130 million girls are out of school,
Mhm.
so I think we need to work together. So there's definitely no way that we can do it alone or by separating. I think it needs that collaboration. So that's why our champions are both male and female.
Yeah. Well, I think that's really amazing. I mean, anything that can help promote any kind of minority or just encourage people to get educated or things, and having, groups of people work together is a really, really nice kind of symbiotic thing to have and provide and encourage. So I think it's great. And
Awesome.
with the champions now, as you work with them, like what kinds of things do you help them to get involved in? Like what are they taking part in doing nowadays?
Yeah, so so we promote their really what we're doing with the champions is to help them tell the stories of like the impact that they're having. They're when they're champions with us, they're usually have a grant from anywhere from 3 years. So we're really trying to tell the story of what's happening on the ground. Whether it's sometimes it means like getting them on global stages and being able to talk about the work they're doing as local advocates, and kind of the challenges that they're dealing with. So actually in March, we're headed to South by Southwest with some of the champions, which is
Oh,
such an
cool.
incredible, yeah, it's a really incredible opportunity for them to talk about what they're doing and like talk about innovations for education in their communities. And I think there's so many similarities when they kind of are speaking on those stages. And I think there's so much that we can learn from them, and that they can teach us about the work that they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm sure that they're able to, throughout all of this, help get in touch with each other and be involved. And,
Yes.
there's a lot of things that seem to help connect women around the world and topics like this. And I know you have more insight than I do about it.
Yeah. So actually, really, our champions really do work very well together. I think a lot of their work really kind of builds on top of the work that they're doing as well. So in each of the countries, we have like local chapters. So these are our champions that are able to connect at least once a month, just talk about what they're going through and the challenges that they're going through, but also share their successes and tell each other like this is what's working in my community and see how they can share that and learn from each other. So they're really partnering, especially also they're partnering on their advocacy efforts. So if you're driving like education policy and wanting to see a change, I think there's power in like people power and collective voice to change their governments to like really invest in girls' education.
That's great. And with you and being involved with them personally, is there anything like I know South by Southwest is coming up? I'm not sure what you're able to get in or what you're traveling to directly, but I didn't know if you had any kind of personal experience traveling and seeing any of these communities around that maybe there's like a specific moment that you've had with them that you might want to share.
Yeah, so I haven't gotten a chance to travel yet. That is
Okay.
on that is on the list for this year. But yeah, so mostly what I've been doing so far is working with them on like these global speaking engagements, and I think just getting to hear from them personally. In December, I went to the Global Refugee Forum with one of our champions, and it was just so awesome to be able to talk to her about what's happening in her country. Nayla, who I went with, she's from Lebanon, and there's so much going on in Lebanon politically, but just to be able to see her optimism, the optimism that she has for the
Mhm.
work that she's doing, and to be able to continue that work, I think is really powerful. And then also getting to see her kind of put into action and like be talking about it on a global stage where people and decision makers are in the audience who can actually like have it make a difference on the
Yeah.
work that she's doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so seeing that kind of just like the expanse that they have and the opportunity to really
Yeah. And the
spread
reach
the
that they can
word.
have.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
The reach. That's actually the term I was looking for, but sometimes I blank when I'm trying to do
Yeah.
things like this, like talk with someone like you and get all this information. But this is really amazing. So it's really cool to hear about your work with them, and we've loved getting to know everybody on the Malala Fund team better. And I really appreciate you speaking with us today.
All right.
So,
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for all being so generous this week. We're blown away.
yeah, of course, of course. Well, it's been a pleasure. So thank you all very much for tuning in with us, and stay tuned for more amazing runs by amazing women. Thank you guys so much.
That was so wonderful to hear from. Uh, I'm so glad that we're all doing this and have found the most wonderful uh, charity to benefit for this. Also, I would like to give a big thank you to everyone who is currently watching, and a little reminder that Frost Fatales and other hotfix events and shows are brought to you by viewers like you. Your subscriptions and bits help keep the channel running for these fun events, including shows like Frost Fatales, obviously us right now, Random Number Generator, Retro Reboot, Time Capsule, Learning with Liz, which I am sometimes on, and more. Thank you all so much for donating and being part of this incredible event. This also means, yes, my time with you has drawn to a close. Thank you so much for having me and enjoy the rest of the event. Love you all. Bye.
Hello, everyone. I am Zoe Vermillion. I will be your host for the next few runs here. But before we throw it over to our next run, I just wanted to say that we have a $25 anonymous donation with no comment, but we still greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much, Anonymous, for your donation. But without any further ado, I'm going to throw this on over to good friends of mine, Undead Blackbird, who's going to be running Buck Bumble and Amethyst Rocks on their couch. Take it away, y'all.
Or fever dream game.